The last 2 months have been very challenging times for all of us personally and professionally. Like many organizations, RY has been actively planning our response to the coronavirus every day since late February. Our goal has always been to ensure that the Hockomock Area YMCA continues to be a force for good during this pandemic, and that we're positioned to be responsive to meeting the needs of our community when we get to the other side. I am so proud of the important work being done by our staff colleagues. Many of you have been working remotely, calling our members, planning for summer camp, creating innovative solutions for programming, and in many other ways. Others have been working to support RY's feeding programs and emergency child care. To date, RY has served 18,312 meals to kids and families in Milford and North Attleboro, and we are adding a new site in Bellingham this week. We have also distributed 1,914 bags of food valued at $50 each to families in need at our 3 branches. And as an emergency child care provider for the Commonwealth, our staff in Franklin and Foxborough have done critical work in providing quality care for first responders, medical professionals, and other essential personnel taking care of all of us during this time of need. Our community has responded to this critical work we are doing with more than $165,000 in donations to our emergency response fund. Many staff have made donations. Some have even donated their paychecks. And I have been deeply touched by the many notes of support and encouragement from staff colleagues as we have navigated together these uncharted waters. We have been steadfast in supporting our staff during this time of crisis, a commitment shared by our board of directors. When we made the decision to close our Y facilities on March 15th, we communicated on March 17th to our staff our decision to pay you through April 7th. We later extended that by another week and announced last Friday that our Y would be paying our 663 staff indefinitely. I want to speak with you directly today to share with you how our Y is able to continue to do that. We knew there would come a time when we would need to reduce our staffing costs, as virtually every employer has had to do. However, we responded immediately to the federal stimulus legislation and the opportunity provided by the Paycheck Protection program through the Small Business Administration. Our application was quickly submitted in partnership with our longtime friends at Bristol County Savings Bank on April 2nd, and we recently learned that we have been approved for this loan. As a result, once we close on this loan in the coming days, we will have the financial resources to be able to continue to pay our full and part-time staff for an additional 8 weeks. And I can't begin to express what a huge relief that is for me and everyone at the YMCA to be in a position to provide our valued staff a paycheck during these turbulent times. All full-time staff are expected to continue to work at full-time capacity. Any full-time staff who decides they're not comfortable working on-site during this pandemic and whose jobs do not allow for working remotely will continue to be able to use paid time off. Part-time staff may be asked by their supervisors to assume responsibilities during this time to prepare our YMCA for reopening. Excuse me. As we move forward together, our Y will continue to support those in need in our communities, especially through our feeding initiatives and emergency child care programming. We will continue to create new virtual programming for our members. We also commit to continuing to reach out to our members to offer our support, and will remain focused on raising contributed revenue to support our important work. We will work hard to prepare for our reopening, including ensuring that our Y facilities look better than they ever have when we welcome back our members. The executive committee of our board of directors and our finance committee has been working with staff leadership in projecting our revenues and cash flow for the coming months. And on Wednesday evening, we had a virtual meeting of our Y board of directors. Even with the federal loan help for our payroll costs, our YMCA is projecting significant revenue shortfalls this year. And as a result, we'll continue to identify expense savings over the remainder of 2020. There is no doubt that the coming months will bring continued challenges and, quite frankly, changes in how we do what we do. As we are here for our staff, I know you will continue to be here for each other. I hope our commitment to paying staff for an additional 8 weeks will provide comfort to you and your loved ones in the coming days, weeks, and months. And I promise to keep you informed of our future planning and our reopening. Thank you for all you do for our YMCA and the community. Be well, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.